The 5th of March, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Tov. Okay, let's see. Let's see where we're holding. On what do we have over here? Gimel Amid base. Bava Metzia. We're talking about the Kal V'chomer. Not Kal V'chomer. What's the Kal V'chomer? The Kal V'chomer that is a support for Rab Chia's din. Ma piv she'ein machai b'mamen, machai b'shvua, eidim shechayvin also mamen, eino din, shemachayvin also shvua. Very simple. And then the Gemora asked, but what do you mean piv is not machayev mamen? Well, das baldin kameyadim dumbi. So the Gemara answered, my mamen knas. So now we adjust the Kal V'chomer. It doesn't mean ordinary mammon, monetary obligation, but it means a knas. Ma piv she'ein b'chayvo knas. Rashi said, for example, moda b'knas potter. He's moda to a geneva. He will not pay the kefil because the kefil is the knas. But nevertheless, an admission will be chayev a shvua. You see in the case of a moda mixus, ki of shvua midaraisa. So therefore, edim, which are machayev knas, that's the kal v'chomer. Eino din, is it not the din, meaning a kal v'chomer? All the more so it should be shemachayvin also shvua. Oh, so that was what we said, and then we read the next step. The next step was, but we got a pircha on this kal v'chomer. Got a pircha on the kal v'chomer from Korban. Malapiv shekein machayvo Korban. Tomar be'edim she'eno machayvo Korban. Okay. Okay. So that's where we got to. And so this is on Gimel on base, and it is, let's see, one. It's about right in the middle of the page. The first word in the page that we're looking for is machayvin oso korban. The first word on the line is machayvin. One or two lines above the half point, halfway in the page of the Gimel Amid base. So we'll take it from there. The Gemora says, "Halo kasha." This is not a kasha.
Okay, we're on 3B2. Right at the top, right on the left on the top.
Okay, Lou, want to read for us?
Okay. Halo kasha. Halo kasha. This is not difficult. Rabbi Chia, Rebbe Meir Sevira lay. Rabbi Chia is like Rebbe Meir in what he thinks. De Amar Adim Mechayvin Oso Karban Mikol V'chomer. That he says that witnesses can obligate a person to bring an offering from a kol v'chomer. Disnan, as we learned in the Mishnah, Amru lo shnayim achalta kelev. To say to him, you ate forbidden fat. Vahu omer lo achalti. He says, I did not eat such a thing. Rabbi Meir Mechayev v'chachamim potrim. Rabbi Meir obligates him to bring a chatas, but the sages exempt him from having to bring a chatas. Amar Rabbi Meir said, Im chevi'uhu shnayim liyadei misa hamura lo yevi'uhu lidei karban hakol. So Rabbi Meir stated a kal v'chomer. If witnesses can impose upon him the severe punishment of death, should they not be able to impose on him the more lenient penalty of an offering? Amru lo ma im yirtzeh lomar mezid hay isi yipater. The sages replied to him, what if he would wish to say, I transgressed deliberately? He would be exempt. So in other words, the sages slugged up Rabbi Meir's kol v'chomer because they showed a difference between the two situations. One situation, the person's guilty of a crime that's subject to the death penalty. The witnesses testify and the person's put to death. In the second case, the person is guilty of a transgression that's liable for a chatas, but he can get out of it by saying, I did it on purpose. I think that's what it means.
Yeah, so that's the din, and the Rabbi Meir agrees to that din, that if he would say he was a mazid and therefore a mazid is not chayav a korban. That's the only one who's chayav a korban is someone who does an avera which has a penalty of chorus if done b'mazid. And if he does such a avera such as eating chaylev intentionally, he'd be chayiv chorus. But korban he's not going to bring unless he was a shogeg. He didn't know that this was chaylev, for example. He thought that it was regular meat that he ate. So if he did so b'shogeg, so then he would be chayiv. He would be chayiv a korban. Do we have any Rashi over here? If mechayiv korban. Let's see.
And the only Rashi I see to start is the Omro lo Shnayim. If two of them made chalev, it says shogeg. So it's a shogeg, unintentionally. There is an Eidim Mechayim to Korban. Didn't we do that before? There is one above.
Yeah, maybe we should go over that again to just understand what's the what is the real reason behind why it is that somebody who makes an admission, he could be mechayiv himself in a korban, whereas somebody who says witnesses that testify on him, not necessarily can be mechayiv him a korban, because Rashi explains what's the basis of the matter in the previous two Rashis. The one that starts piv mechayiv a korban.
If he admits it that he's chayiv a korban, the ksiv is right. HaTorah asher chata. Hidvada or Torah?
His vada asher chata.
The heavy, then you should bring a korban. So this is just specifically written in Vayikra that's happened. So he has to bring a korban if he admits it. But Eidim ain't mechayiv. But Eidim don't make him mechayiv. His initial thing does, not him. Im machishin oto, if he denies it. The ksiv written o hoda vada, if he admits elav v'lo sheyodunu achrim, not if others testify. It really talks only about his admittance, not Eidim. Eidim cannot force somebody to bring a korban. That has to be a personal admittance.
Right. So in other words, when he says that he didn't eat chaylev, the witnesses come and said, you ate chaylev, and he says, no. Amrlo shnai machalta chaylev. You ate chaylev. Two witnesses tell him. Who omer lo achalti? No, I did not. So Reb Meir is mechayev, and the chachamim are poter. Okay. What I'm not sure about is okay. Let's not get into that. Okay, fine. Let's take a look at the rest of the. We have another Rashi. Amrulo shnaim achalta chaylev. Maybe Rashi will get into it.
No, but if it says Omer L'Shayim, if two of them say that they ate chaylev shogeg unintentionally, v'hu Omer lo achalti, but he says no, I didn't eat it. He's pata. He'd be pata. Because he could say, mazid hayiti. I did it intentionally. I was mazid. V'yipeter mina carbon, because he would be, if he says I do it unintentionally, he would be pata from a korban. Even though it was low achalti, I didn't eat. He'd be pata. Dima lo l'shaker. He'd be pata in what it is to him to lie. What's the big deal about lying on it?
Okay, so Rashi, this is what I was concerned about. I see Rashi's addressing this issue. The issue is like this.
Rabbi, you're muted. We can't hear you. Last thing I heard you say was the issue's like this.
Okay, so the issue is like this. Witnesses are testifying that this person ate chaylev. Now, what do they mean that he ate chaylev? Like we said, if they're saying that he ate chaylev, all they're saying is they ate chaylev, they saw him eat chaylev. That's basically what they're saying. They saw him eat something which they are saying from their own knowledge that it's chaylev. Do they really know that he ate it b'mezid or he ate it b'shogeg? Is there how could they know? Isn't that something that a person? Somebody's calling me. Maybe it's Alan. Yes, it is Alan. Yes, Alan. Oh, okay. No, we're on the computer. Okay. Yeah, you could do it. So, Rashi says over here that they're saying that he ate it b'shogeg. That's why Rashi says shogeg over here. Because, like we said before, only if he ate it b'shogeg would he be chayav a korban. So, okay, somehow Rashi is saying that they know and they're testifying to the fact that he ate it b'shogeg. Well, we'll trust Rashi on that one. Now, but this guy, he's saying lo achalti. Now, what does he mean by that lo achalti? Those are the words of the Gemora. He didn't say that didn't eat it b'shogeg. I ate it b'mezid. He just said lo achalti. I didn't eat it at all. That's the simple, straightforward understanding of the words that he's saying. So now Rashi comes in, and Rashi says, in such a case like that, so generally we would say, look, two witnesses say something and against the guy, and the guy says it's not so. What should be the din? Two witnesses, right? If two witnesses said you murdered Ploni, and he says no, I didn't. What's the din? He's chayiv misa. The two witnesses are pishnai meidim yokum davar. But over here, that's what Rashi said before. There's such a thing as the according to the Chachamim say that the witnesses cannot be machayivim a korban. And Rashi explained above, that's in the case where the person in question, he contradicts what the witnesses say. And Rashi says, in other words, there's a special din when it comes to a chiyuv korban. It doesn't work the same way that it does in all other types of testimony of witnesses. Other testimony of witnesses, it comes to mammon, it comes to chiyuv misa, it comes to for those. Let's take those two for example. We go with what the witnesses say. The witness, oh, here comes Alan. As I see him, because I'm looking straight into the computer. But over here, when it comes to korban, the Chachamim have this pasuk. I don't know what Rebbe Meir does with this pasuk, but the Chachamim have a pasuk. Rashi says, "O hoda elav, v'lo shehodiu acherim." And the pasuk says that he admits, and not that other people inform him that he did this aveya, which is chayav a korban. If he says he's not, so then according to Chachamim, he's going to be putter on the korban. Now Rashi's explaining how it is that he can be putter on this korban, how it is that we're able to believe him. He says he didn't eat chalif, meaning he didn't eat it altogether. Not shogeg, not mezid, not nothing. He didn't eat it. He didn't eat chalif. That's what he's saying. Lo achalti. Why don't we go with what the witnesses says? The witness says, yes, you ate chalif. And Rashi says, somehow they know that he ate it b'shogeg. He's chayav a korban. So Rashi says over here, he's going to be putter according to Chachamim, because he said, lo achalti, I didn't eat it. Why? Shahaya yachol amar mezid hayisi. V'yiftor min korban, because he's got a winning taina. This guy, when it comes to korbanos, he could say, "Listen, guys, I ate it b'mezid," and then that's the end of the story. He ate it b'mezid. He's not chayav a korban. We're not going to believe the witnesses in that case to say that he ate it b'shogeg, because he's saying he ate it b'mezid. Now, but he didn't say that. He didn't say I ate it. Yes, I did eat it, but I ate it b'mezid. He didn't say that. So what he has is, you call this amigu. You call it a koach hatayna. And that this gives him, he has a strength to be believed in what it is that he is saying. Because if he wanted to lie, says Rashi, if he wanted to lie, he's got a winning taina to win the case. He could have said, "I ate it, and I ate it b'mezid." So since he's got that taina, we go. Rashi says he has a ma'alo l'shakir. What, in other words, he's got no. It's a very strong case on his behalf that we're going to believe him. In this, that he said that he did not eat it. But he's contradicted by two witnesses. But the witness, this is what's confusing me. On the one hand, Rashi says the witnesses are testifying that he ate it b'shogeg, but Rashi is saying, but no, he would have a winning taina to say, no, I ate it b'mezid. And we would, and Rashi says that would be a winning taina. We would go with what he says and not with what the witnesses say. Because we're getting into the world of korbanos over here. And that's based upon the pasuk according to Chachamim. Okay. So therefore, he's going to pater himself from this korban over here. Af kasha amar lo achalti. Even when he says, no, I didn't eat it. You say you saw me eat it. I say I didn't eat it. Therefore, he's going to be able to pater himself according to the Chachamim. But remember, what we're interested over here is seeing the view of Rebbe Meir. Rebbe Meir says, no, he doesn't agree with all of this. He says that it goes like it goes in other areas, apparently, like it goes in the cases of Dinei Nefashos or Dinei Mominus. We go with what the Eidim say. If the Eidim say that that's what he ate, then that's what he ate, and he's chayav a korban. And even if he says, I didn't eat, no, we go with what the Eidim say. And maybe that's what's forcing Rashi to say that the Eidim are testifying that he ate it b'shogeg. Because otherwise, if they don't know that he ate it b'shogeg, we cannot be mechayev him a korban, even according to Reb Meir. Because there's got to be that he ate it b'shogeg. If he ate it b'mezid, if we know he ate it b'mezid, he's not chayev a korban according to everybody. Okay. And what we're saying is that Rebbe, who are we saying over here? Rebbe Chia goes like Rebbe Meir. Rebbe Chia goes like Rebbe Meir. That the witnesses can be machayev the guy a korban.
I wonder, Rabbi, if the reason is that if the witnesses say he ate it by shogeg, how can they know that? If he ate it on purpose, if he ate it b'mezid, they could say, we said to him, don't eat it. And he said, I'm eating it anyway. In which case they can testify that he ate it b'mezid. But if he ate it b'shogeg, they couldn't have said to him, don't eat it. And he said, I'm eating it anyway, because then it wouldn't be shogeg.
Right. So it's probably a subject in the Gemora over there. And the Gemora here in Bava Metzia is bringing this. It's really a Mishnah. You can see there, it's a Mishnah in Maseches Krisus. So it's a whole new world over there. The Gemora's with Karbonis and everything. So this is I'm not sure exactly how it is that they could testify to the fact that they saw him eat it b'shogeg. How do they know for a fact? How can that be part of their testimony? Unless you say they heard him. I don't know. I don't know.
No, this must be permissible.
Make up a story.
And then he ate it.
What?
Maybe they heard him say to his wife, "Oh, this fat is permissible," and he ate it.
Okay, so they have. Okay, that's good. They have some way of. They're testifying that they heard him say to his wife, I know this is fat, but this is not forbidden fat. It's permissible fat, and they happen to know that it's not permissible fat. That's part of their testimony.
The only problem with that is, aren't the witnesses required to have warned him?
They why did the witnesses not warn him? Yeah, also that's probably part of the. I mean, the fact that they did not warn him doesn't prevent them from testifying against him.
Okay.
Maybe, so that's. I guess we're talking about a case, like you say, that they did not give him a warning, because if they did give him a warning, so then then they can't say that he was a shogeg.
Right. Maybe it just all happened too fast. They didn't have a chance to warn him.
Yeah. Yeah. So the point here is that the Gemora was saying that we have a pircha on the Kal V'chomer that here we find a case where the admission of the mouth is stronger than the koach of witnesses. In the case of korban, that we see that the admission, the personal admission, can be machayev a korban, but witnesses cannot. So that would refute the kal v'chomer. So on that, the Gemora says, but Reb Chia is the one who's bringing this kal v'chomer over here about the person's personal admission and witnesses, and he happens to hold like Rabbi Meir. He happens to hold like Rabbi Meir, right? Rabbi Meir is the one that says that the witnesses can be machayev a korban. Even in the when the guy says is machish them. I guess so. Okay, so therefore there's no pircha according to that view. Okay, so now we caught up with the Rashis, and now we got Ella Ma Lapiv. Shkein Machaybo Osham. Okay, now we're going to talk about a specific korban Osham. And we go to Alan to read.
What page are we on? 2B2?
3B2, left-hand column, the very bottom of the column.
A2 left column?
3B2, left-hand column.
Okay. You can even say Gemora replies.
The Gemora raises another objection.
Okay. Which page is it on? You said 3A2?
3B2.
3B2. Left-hand column, Robert continues.
Left-hand column, bottom. The Gemora raises.
Oh, Gemora raises. Challenges? No. 3B1, you said? I'm sorry.
3B2.
Okay. And what's the first words?
The Gemora raises.
Okay, Gemara raised another objection. Rabbi Chia's Kalba Koma. Aroa Ma Lefi Shibane Makai Ro Oshor. You prove from the admission of his own mouth, which has the strength that it obligates him to bring an Asham offering. The testimony of witnesses, however, which does not obligate him in the Asham, is thus weakened in this respect. Gemara answers, a shame hayanu korban law regarding Asham is the same as that regarding chatos or offering. Rabbi Meir, followed by Rabbi Chia, who holds that witnesses certainly obligate a person to bring a chatos despite the person's protestations of innocence, and will also hold that witnesses obligate a person to bring an asham. Should I continue, or Gemara modifies?
Okay, let's see. We have any? No, we don't have any Rashi yet. Okay, let's continue. Alan?
Yeah, the Gemara modifies this challenge. Ela ma lefi repeat. Should contain rather we can obtain. What can you prove from the admission of his own mouth, which has a great that obligates him to pay a fifth in addition to the principal when the defendant admits perjury? If, however, witnesses testify that perjured himself, no penalty of a fifth is added. Thus, the testimony of the witness is weaker in this respect. This is interesting.
Okay, what's the Gemara talking about over here? For some reason, the Gemara asked, "What about?" They thought we have a pircha from the chiyuv of a korban asham, and the Gemara says, "What? Asham is a korban, so it's going to have the same din that we just got through saying. It's going to be a machlokes between Rebbe Meir and the Chachamim, and we'll say that Reb Chia holds like Rebbe Meir, that Edim could be mechayev a korban asham. Before we were talking about a korban, we didn't say what type of korban it was. It was a korban chatas, because a chatas is what's brought for a violation of a lav done b'shogeg when the done b'mezid would be chorus. So that would be pertaining to the prohibition to eat chalev. And now the Gemara is talking about asham. So, but a korban asham is also will have the same halacha as a korban chatas, says the Gemara. So on that, the Gemara readjusts and says, no, we're asking about the obligation to pay a chomesh. Malapiv shekain machaybo chomesh. What is that referring to exactly? The chiyuv to pay a chomesh. We have no Rashi over here to help us out.
There is something about a chomesh. I'm not sure we did that.
We did. Oh yeah, we did have when somebody swears falsely. When somebody swears falsely, so he's got to pay. He's in other words, he's kafir b'mammon. He denies a monetary obligation, and he swears on it as well that he doesn't have any monetary obligation. And afterwards, he comes back and he's moda. He makes a hodah. He makes a hodah that he was in fact chayev the moment. Then he'll be chayev for shua sheker, and he's got to bring an asham, a korban asham, and he's also got to bring he's got to also pay a chomesh. He's got to pay a chomesh on top of the monetary obligation that he also has to pay, that he now admitted that he owes. And that only happens as a result of the obligation to pay a chomesh only happens as a result of his admission. So therefore that the koach of the piv to be mechayev the asham, that is what is mechayev him to make a shvua in the case of moda mixus. But witnesses do not have the ability to be mechayev this person to pay a chomesh if he's going to deny it. If he's going to stay in his denial, witnesses cannot be mechayev him to pay the chomesh, and so therefore we're saying that similarly the witnesses will not be able to be machayev him a shvua. In our case of moda mixus, that's all. Yeah, Rashi doesn't speak that all out, but that's the simple understanding over here what the Gemora is doing. Maybe it's not so simple, but in any case, that's what the Gemora is coming up with over here. And as such, we got a pircha on the Kal V'chomer about the strength of witnesses being stronger than the strength of the personal admission. Here we found a case where personal admission is stronger than witnesses. So that will take down the Kal V'chomer. On that, the Gemora says, no, lo kasha. It's not a kasha either. This din that you are saying. Oh, did Alan read this yet? Hello, kasha. Oh, we're out of time anyway. Okay, we're out of here today. Everybody have a great day.
Okay.
To be continued, and a great week. Bezrat Hashem.
Okay, take care.
All the best.